Hello and welcome back to In The Dugout FM. I'm Millers, this is emulating Ange, and I'm not doing the best of jobs. Okay, welcome back, and as you can see, we currently find ourselves in 7th place. We've played 4, won 2, drawn 1, lost 1. So the one that you know we already lost was against City. In fact, we got absolutely slapped 5-2 up at the Etihad. But then we came back home, played Luton on the telly, won 4-2. Didn't do too badly there, although we did end up going a goal behind. Mr. Townsend came back to bite us and scored first, but then from there we went on to bigger and better things. Leonardo getting on the score sheet again for us, and then again at home versus Brighton we went behind. Ansu Fati scoring in the 2nd minute, but then Heung-min Son got a brace, and Manor Solomon put it to bed in the 86th. So we've done okay there. We played Stockport in the first round of the County Cup. Now, I did leave a couple of first-team players in there, really to try and gain some confidence and get some fitness. McTominay and Leonardo, and they both scored. They did okay, but as you can see, the rest of the team was a rotated 11, throwing players in just to get some minutes in their legs, really. And then we came back to the Premier League and travelled down to Selhurst Park, and we got a 3-3 draw. But once again, we were chasing the game. Each and every time, Crystal Palace would go ahead. We then equalise, but we couldn't get a lead. I did make the mistake, though, of leaving Fraser Foster in goal, so I made a bit of an error there. But there we go. Maybe it's come back to bite me. I don't know. But we are conceding far too frequently still. That form from pre-season's carried its way on into the actual season, which isn't great for us. We're just going through a bit of a process of trying to score more goals than the opposition, which isn't the best. But as promised, we're going to come back and we're going to play Manchester United now at home. All being well, we can get another victory, kick ourselves a little bit further up that Premier League table. Again, we want to make sure that we're top by November, which is when we'll come back again, and we'll kick on from there. Okay, so next time you see me will be match day, so bear with me. Okay, welcome back. It's game day. We've got Man UFC at home. There's not going to be a huge amount of changes from the last game against Crystal Palace, but we will make sure that we've got our actual keeper in goal rather than Forster. So we'll swap him out, drop Lloris back to the bench. Try to drop Forster back to the bench and get Lloris off the bench. Other than that, I'm not really going to make any sweeping changes. We have changed McTominay's role to a ball-winning midfielder rather than a box-to-box. It's what he prefers, and it's a promise I made him when I signed him, so I'm having to stick up for that, really. But everything else is going to remain the same, and we're going to go into the game with a little bit of hope. Not really very much expectation, but there we go. Let's see what we can do. United are currently sat in 2nd, and we're in 7th, as we know. We really do need this win, though, to try and kick us on and get us up towards the top of that table. So let's just make sure that the lads go out feeling a little bit of positivity from me, and all being well, we can kick on from here. So always been yeah, okay, always geared towards scoring. Two similar teams. Did it? Yeah, yeah. Okay. It comes down to quality of execution. Of course it does. And yes, I certainly trust him. Okay, let's get the game underway. Like I mentioned in the video that'll come out a little bit, that came out on Friday. I'd be interested to know your thoughts on the match engine. I think it's fantastic. You know, I've got 20 plus hours in the game now. And by the way, we've just scored. That's a delight, isn't it? Early doors. We don't normally take the lead. Yeah, I've got 20 plus hours in it now, and you can just see differences. Like that little turn from Son there. You wouldn't have seen that in last year's match engine for me. And the movement that you get from those players in those key positions, it's really good to see. So I'm quite excited about it. Basouma's taken a knot, but he should be all right. This is what we're looking for, that Perisic roll there, where he gets over, and then Son tucks in, and that's just won as a penalty, I think. So Son tucks in as that inverted winger, which means he goes inside, and Perisic, we got the overlap. Oh, you what? I never get the VARs, ever. That's a shocking replay, isn't it? There we go. Okay, good. 20 minutes in, 1-0 up. We'll take that. Our XG's strong. They've got more of the ball, which is slightly concerning. But we're doing more with it when we have it, he says, as they're currently on the attack. Mason Mount, he's lost out to Son. Again, Perisic has gone past him. Look, see that? There he is. He's on the ball now. So Son stays inside. Basuma to Maddison. Maddison to McTominay. Through to Leonardo, who tucks that away with aplomb. Here we go. VAR will be a no-goal here now. Be disallowed. Watch. It's a lovely through ball, by the way. Bit of McSauce. He was onside by a mile. Don't even know why we bothered checking. That's a delightful goal. Okay, we don't need to see it a third time, though, do we, boys? Look, see, a million miles on. Play on. Play on. Come on, let's get this game won, boys. One more before our time. We can put it to bed. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying the gameplay. Really enjoying the match engine. You know, there's one or two bits and bobs that I enjoy in terms of the transfer window, interacting with agents more. Good. You know, it gives you an opportunity to reduce some of the wages, for example. That's one key thing that I've noticed, which is really good to see. But yeah, really enjoying it. I'm going to try and get through, in the early access, I'm going to try and get through the majority of a season with this, if not a full season, before I decide what is going to be my new save for the full game when it comes out next week. Right, what are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? Pump fist, we're delighted. We can take charge of the game, which we absolutely can. We absolutely can. Start the second half. Let's get it underway. Let's get it underway. They've taken Højlund off. They've taken Højlund off. Did they do that at half-time? They did. Half-time. He got dragged. So they put Rashford up front with Garnacho wide. Okay. Yeah, let's just... Yeah, okay. We'll swap out Son. Give Richard Arlinson some minutes. Basuma there, carrying that knock. Kulusevski out wide. He stopped it. Emerson Royal. Richarlison. No, Basuma. Basuma with a bazooka. That was delightful. Absolutely delightful. I mean, we had two lads there. Come out wide. Richard Arlinson sees his pal, takes a step, and unleashes an absolute rocket. Have one of them babies. Onana's nowhere near it. Thanks very much. We'll kick on from there. I think we're going to have to make some changes now, though. Some of the lads are looking a little bit worse for wear. We're going to give Basuma a rest. He's not going to be my friend for doing it, but we're going to do it anyway. Make sure he is feeling a little bit more comfortable for the next game, because we can't really afford to be without him. Brendan's going to come on for Kulusevski, and we're going to get Sarr on for McTominay, who's currently on a yellow, and I don't really fancy risking him for getting anything more than that. So get Sarr on, and we'll kick on. Right, okay. Last 15-20 minutes. Hopefully, if we could keep a clean sheet here, that would be delightful. But maybe that's the kiss of death that I've just said there. But no, Vicario's up to it. Tipped it over. There's the changes. 10 minutes to go. Been a bit of a feisty affair from United. 4 bookings. Going to leave Maddison on. Really need his creativity just in case. If we get that opportunity, I quite fancy him taking it. Brennan crosses over. Royal, no. Well done, Romero. Love to see that. Although Rashford's just rinsed our players there. Garnacho, there's the finish. Never going to be a clean sheet, is it? Never going to be a clean sheet. 3-1. 3-1. Okay. Yeah, Fernandes slips Garnacho through, and then he waltzes through 3 players and just side-foots home. Does really concern me. Do we need to look to change our keeper in the January window? Ten Hag doesn't look best pleased. I'm delighted. Absolutely delighted. Yeah, well done everybody. Let's make sure we outstretch our arms and say well done everyone. Everybody goes away delighted. And that was a greater high than we've seen recently. Yeah, you're damn right it was. Let's carry it on. How much of a lift does it give us? It's a platform, isn't it? It's always a platform. Yeah, and we were keen to get off to a good start. Yeah, of course we were. Look at that. Lifts us to 3rd. Okay, 5 games in then. We're currently sat 3rd. 10 points on the table. 2 points off top. Those 2 points are behind City, who've got a game in hand. So it's a challenging position to be in, but actually that was a nice 6-pointer against United. So it puts us in a solid place. Let's have a quick look at Bissouma's injury. Lovely, 1 to 3 days, no problem at all. No problem at all. We'll send Chris to go and do that, and we will come back and have a look at the schedule. So I'm going to kick on a little bit further now with this and get us to a place where we're approaching November. So we'll likely come back for the maybe the Brentford game as we approach the end of October. And we'll see where we lie. Obviously, the aim is for us to be top as we enter into November. So that's going to be a pivotal game. All being well, it'll be the one that puts us up there. And we will continue to emulate Ange. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you're new here. And I will catch you all later on. Take care.